As a metropolitan city, Xi'an is the most densely populated city in western China. According to the Economist Intelligence Unit's report in July 2012, Xi'an is considered to be one of the most famous 13 cities in China. Xi'an has been a melting pot of the world. It has attracted thousands of companies from dozens of countries to invest in the city. But the tourism industry is most encouraged by the Chinese government, as it brings in huge foreign exchange. One of the most famous places is the Muslim Street, crowded with foreign tourists every day. Located at the Muslim Square in the city center of Xi'an. The Muslim Street is a heaven for food lovers. There are some 50,000 Muslims living in Xi'an, many of whom are from the minority Hui. The Silk Road that stretched for thousands of kilometers and connecting Asian and European countries to China has brought Muslim merchants and Islam to China. The long history of Xi'an makes it the city with the most historic sites in all of China. For example, the Great Mosque of Xi'an. The Great Mosque is located in the Muslim district of Huiji Lane, Buyunamen Street, near the city's landmark bell tower and drum tower. This ancient Chinese building, influenced by the Middle Eastern architecture style, has a unique architectural style. A big prayer hall at the main courtyard is located at the end of the complex. It can accommodate over 1,000 people. The interior walls of the praying hall are decorated with Islamic calligraphy. During the medieval period, when the Silk Road thrived, a number of visitors from the Arab countries and Persia played an important role. They married with local Han people and settled down permanently. The silk has linked many people on Earth from the west to the east. Archaeologists was reported to have found a 700-year-old female mummy wearing silk clothes in an Egyptian village. The discovery explains that silk had been used since the time of the Ptolemaic dynasty, including during the Cleopatra period. The Silk Road has changed the world's trading map up to present. In general, there are 3 major routes of the ancient Silk Road, which served as the main lanes which connect China to Asia-Pacific, Europe, and Africa. It is known as the Northern, Central, and Southern routes. The Silk Road has taken a significant role in the process of cultural blossom of China, India, and Rome. The Silk Road has been the fundamental change of the modern world up to present day. Legacy of the Golden Age can still be seen in many of its connected cities, especially the city of Xi'an. This is 0 point of Tung West Market in ancient Tung Chang'an City. The economy was prosperous in the Tang Dynasty. Merchants from around the world came to this market to get the best quality of silk. Tung West Market Museum is the first civilian on-site museum in China with a total area of 3.5 hectares. Entering the museum, visitors will see a display of a glass-made floor on the original West Market site. The museum has a total collection of more than 20,000 pieces. It comprises of various cultural relics from the ancient city of Chang'an. Covering a long period of history, its collection covers about 3,000 years of ancient dynasties. shops, restaurants, and offices are located side by side to some old buildings. It provides beautiful yet contrast views and becomes symbols of West Market museums. A Chinese trade ship displayed at the corner of the square reminds every visitor that the Silk Road existed not only on the land, but also in the sea. A large field in the middle area of the market serves as a center to host regular performances of various cultural shows from the Silk Road era. As a center of Silk Road, Xi'an City is blessed with numbers of cultural heritage sites, both above the land and beneath the earth. The historical discovery of thousands of terracotta warriors has attracted the world's attention. This is one of many concrete evidence of the phenomenal ancient Silk Road. It represents one of the 20th century's greatest archaeological discoveries, showing the advanced level of science and arts of the Qin dynasty. The city of Xi'an has become a barometer for one to observe the beautiful heritage of the past and a glimpse of a modern metropolitan city at the same time. The city wall was built as an initial foundation of the ancient Chang'an city and served as the capital during the periods of 5 dynasties in the golden era of the Silk Road. Xi'an's ancient city wall was built as the defense system to protect the city. It embodied the defense function perfectly. This extremely well-preserved city wall is a wonderful testimony to the engineering and construction skills of the ancient Chinese people. Walking or biking around the top of the wall is awe-inspiring, with interesting and different views of the old and the new parts of Xi'an. It has 4 principal gates, and the city gate was the only access way to the city. Each gate was named according to the philosophy of its location. Chengli means eternal joy in the east. Anding means harmony peace in the west. The north gate is named Anyuan, which means forever harmony. And the south gate is named Yongning, meaning eternal peace. As a defense system, the city wall is connected to a tower with a giant bell that functioned to announce the night watches and alarms. The tower is connected to 4 gates of the city wall through 4 avenues. Which is now utilized for communal traffic and the subway. To the northwest of the bell tower, there is another tower called the Drum Tower. Both of them are called the sister buildings. In ancient China, the drums were used to signal the running of time, and on occasion were used as an alarm in emergency situations. There are 24 drums in its north and south sides. They stand for the 24 solar terms and were used to function as a kind of weather calendar to guide agricultural production. Xi'an was the eastern starting point of the ancient Silk Road. It is now the capital city of Shaanxi province. Since thousands of years ago, the region was an important path for cultural, commercial, and technological exchange between East and West. Majority Han people live in urban areas across the country, and many of them are farmers living in mountain valleys. The long and great history of ancient China passed a legacy of tolerance. Despite different cultural backgrounds, the minority Hui Muslims have lived with Han people in harmony for hundreds of years. Although they live together, the Han and Hui people retain their own culture and traditions. For merchants from around the globe, the Silk Road has been a dream and good luck. Xi'an was the melting pot of various cultures, races, foreign languages, and religious backgrounds. The market has contributed to create more prosperous traders. By the passage of time, the market has also formed the spirituality of the community. It changed the people, improved the civilization, developed prosperity from east to the west, and at the same time, it turned the fashion of society to be more colorful. It all started with the silk, a commodity that has changed the history of the world. The silk has become a symbol of multinational trading routes. Various aspects of life, commercials, government policy, and business ethics were reflected from the ancient history. It provides valuable experiences to learn for present generations and to be inherited for future generations.